What's up, my YouTube fam? Today I'm going to be showing you how to turn a regular hat basically into one of these satin lined caps, fitted for those with um, those with puffs, or whatever style you want to wear. If you want to wear it up, this is the perfect hat for you. Today what we're going to be needing is a do-rag or some satin lined material, one of these hats. All of these items you're seeing here I actually purchased from Walmart, with the exception of the scissors that you just saw. um, you're gonna need these glue sticks as well, as well as with the glue gun as well. These are the only items you need. Once you have these, you can definitely get started. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. So what you're going to need to do basically is make a partial cut into the hat. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it right now. You don't want to cut too much material out the hat, because then it won't look right. But it's up to you, whatever your preference is. You could do it whichever way you want. But I didn't want to take off too much material, so that's why I really took my time to do this. So definitely worth taking your time for sure. Like I said, you didn't have to use this exact hat. You can use any other hat you had laying around the house. I just happened to be at Walmart the other day, so I just decided to pick it up, and it wasn't expensive. It was like $5. And I love the colors, like so, like you know, in season, for springtime. So here I'm just cutting the hat, the part of the back of the hat. Just removing that piece since you won't need it. And here it is without the piece. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the do-rag or the satin lined material, or whatever you want to use. You don't have to use this exact same material, but this is what I found at Walmart, and it was pretty inexpensive, so I thought it was a great idea. And especially if you're doing this for the first time, I would definitely recommend you go with something cheaper. And then once you feel comfortable with the process, and you can go with some using a more expensive material, just so you can get your feet wet basically. So here I'm just lining up the material from the do-rag with the hat. Just be careful because this was kind of hot, you know. But just make sure you take your time also. Um, the way I'm doing it here, I left some material in the middle, just like a little cushion area. You don't have to do it that way. It's up to you how you want to do it, but this is what worked for me. So just a heads up. It can get sticky. Some process can get sticky, but um, once you're done, you can go ahead and remove the excess pieces from the glue gun or whatever. But just in the meantime, just continue gluing it on, no matter how sticky it gets. Okay, this part was a little tricky. The back part of it. So I decided to start cutting actually sooner than I expected. So if you feel like you're comfortable with cutting the excess pieces, you can do it. You can go ahead and do it before you even finish gluing, the material to the hat. But whatever feels comfortable for you. I noticed that I did have to continue using some glue sticks. I think I probably went to like 4 glue sticks. Just make sure you have enough to, you know, do the whole project. If you don't, make sure you have it before you do, because you don't want to start the project and can't finish it because you don't have enough glue sticks. Alright, here I'm just taking off the excess piece like I told you before. Um, just to make it a little easier on myself. You can do it that way too if you want, or you can save it to the end, whatever works for you. As you can see, I did leave, like I said, a cushion in the middle, just to have extra room for my hair once I do put the cap on. So here I'm taking off the remaining extra pieces, and you can do whatever you want with that piece. So if you want to include more of it into the hat, you can do it that way as well. But I didn't feel like I needed all of that excess material, so I just decided to cut it all off. Alright, we're near the end of the gluing. Just have to finish up the back piece, basically the back part to it, which was a little tricky as well. Like I said, once you have enough practice, you'll get used to it. Another tip I would definitely recommend is before you even start anything, make sure you plug in the glue gun, because when I first started it, I didn't realize the glue gun wasn't hot, so I was trying to put the glue on there and it wasn't ready, so it was like wasting time. So just another tip for you: make sure your glue gun is ready, hot, ready to go, so you could just get started in the project and not have to waste any time. Especially if you want to use your hat right away and you're trying to go out, whatever. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I glued the back part of it, back portion. So now I'm just getting rid of the excess, from the perimeter of the hat, I guess. This part was a little tricky as well. This as long as you take your time, though, you can't go wrong. If there's extra pieces left, you don't have to worry about it, because after a while, after you put the hat on, your hair will cover. If you have enough hair out, no one really see it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be perfect. I sped up the video as well, because it was originally like 37 minutes, and I know you guys are not gonna stay watching this movie. I'm watching this video for 37 minutes, so I had to speed it up. So if you get lost anywhere, you can always pause it and go back, or whatever you decide to do. But this part's pretty self-explanatory. All I'm doing is just removing the extra pieces from the do-rag, or the satin wave cap, or whatever you want to call it. As you can see, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I definitely wanted to make sure everything was in place before I was done. And here we go. This is the before picture of how the hat looked like before, and this is the after picture after I put the satin layers on it and cut out the piece. So here you go, guys. You can see the big difference, and I love having my hair out in the ponytail like that, in the high bun. So